All right, so I think we are back. So we have a market execution order here. Okay, instant execution for gold. Oh, we had to wait for our bearish engulfing candle to close, as for my own strategy and my principal states on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame, but I have some setup already on the 1 hour. Okay, so that's why we are having this entry from the 1 hour time frame. But now, after having this entry, let's see how we can redefine our entry to have a very nice sniper entry. Okay, this is still part of my strategy, but it's still fine. I'm sharing it live with you guys, okay, so you guys could learn from it or see how it's been done. Okay, after having some market execution orders, I still really scale down to my lower time frame. Okay, I still have to scale down to like my 15 minutes or my 5 minutes. Look for market structural areas in which price has created highs and lows. Okay, like here. Okay, the drawing is still here. This is a high that was created. This is a high. Now a new high, sorry, a new higher low, new higher low. This is a lower low. Okay, this is a higher low being created. This is a lower low, a higher low, a lower low. Okay, price also created a new lower low here, higher low. So we are expecting price to create a new lower low. This is cause price is on a downtrend. If it's to be the reverse, price is creating higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, in the case of an uptrend. So now what I normally do is I scale down to my lower time frame, like my 15 minutes and my 5 minutes, to have my best of sniper entries on price. Okay, it's the same thing I still did here. It's the same thing I still did here on that's why you are seeing this black line here. After having my market execution order that I had here, I still always give myself room for price to retrace back for me to have a very nice sniper entry. Okay, so I still had some execution limits. That's where you see me putting some limit orders on price. Okay, so I had to wait for price. I have to look for levels in which I presume or expect price to come back to those levels, test those levels before a push to the downside. Mind you, the entry we just had now is a market execution order. There are still possibilities price could still retrace to a certain extent back into against us. So what if this happens? To have the best of entries, sometimes or most times I don't carry all my entries. Okay, if I have a 20 pip stop loss, okay, if I have a 20 pip stop loss, but I don't really use pips, okay, in my stop loss or in my entries or targets, I rather use amount. Let's say I have $100, okay, if my stop loss is $100, so that means my first entry, are you hearing me? Are you guys hearing me? This is very important. Okay, that means my first entry, I'm risking between $50, $50 to $70, which is like 50% to 70%. Okay, but my overall stop loss is $100. I'm ready to take $100 loss as my stop loss. Okay, but my first entry, I use a lot size that is going to accommodate the whole stop loss will be like $70, okay, or $50, due to how sure or how I see the trade moving or the kind of pay it is. Okay, so I'll keep, if it's $70, that means my first entry is more like I'm risking 70%. I still have how many percent left? 30% left. Okay, so now I'll use that 30% left to redefine my entry to have the best of sniper entries if price retraces against me. Okay, sometimes I do it 50-50. My overall stop loss, like from here to here now, could be 50, could be, I'm looking forward to lose $100, but I'll just use a stop loss, a lot size that will allow me lose 50. Okay, from here to here. Okay, this stop loss area to allow me lose only $50. Then I've kept $50 again to redefine my entry. I don't know if you guys get that point.
And if it doesn't go, and if it doesn't hit the stop loss, go to GP, also good.
Yes, it's also good, but on the other hand too, sometimes if it doesn't if it doesn't retrace, okay, sometimes we may just make an entry and price will just fly all the way to your direction, keep moving and with no retracement. That means I'm just risking 50%, and those kind of trades I would target higher than I should, so that I could still meet up my if my target was a 1:2, I'll go for a 1:3. Okay, so to redefine my entry now, I'll now scale down to my 15 minutes time frame, looking for market structure on those lower time frames. Those lower time frames can give you mad sniper entries. Okay, these things happens on those lower time frame even before they occur on the higher time frame. So I've really checked my 15 minutes. Actually, I can see some sort of structures, okay, structural highs in which price has created already, but let's check it out together. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This high is not, but let's just presume this is more like a higher high, but it's not. This is more like a double top here. So now price has now retraced back to our entry, is giving us higher low, lower low. So what should we be expecting next? We should be having a new higher high being created. So the area in which I should be looking out for my entry now, using this market structure, is way from what I've done. Can you guys spot it for me?
Sorry, I think the present price now broken the has broken structure.
Yes,
Previous,
yes, it has broken this low here. This one, right? This one you are.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
All right.
That's
Awesome.
yes for me.
Yeah. uh this has actually happened now. As it has happened in some cases, when price breaks all those structural lows or highs, more often than always, price always retrace back to a certain level again. That's what those guys that do smart money use. Okay, price normally retrace back to a certain level to take in whatever, but I don't use all those things. It's just normal structural trading. So the next level to redefine our entry, okay, since this is a low, there was a preceding low before, a preceding low after this low, or should I say before this low. If you are coming this way, is before. If you are going this way, is after. So there's actually a low that happened, okay, a low here that was broken. Let me put a line there. Let me put a line here. This is a low, okay. This first low was being altered before even this one was being altered, okay, on the lower time frame. Mind you, we are still on our 5 minutes time frame. So I come to my lower time frame from my 15 minutes or my 5 minutes. You can even go as crazy as 1 minute, but I don't even smell 1 minute sharp. I just stop at 5 minutes. 5 minutes is okay for me, or
Sorry,
15
please. I
minutes.
don't know the potency of this indicator. If you can just type it just type double HH. Let's see it together, please. If it's not what it's, then you delete it.
Okay.
Double
What does it do? What does it do? What do you use it for?
high, lower low,
Okay.
lower
All those stuff you can see it from your eye now. Double
yeah,
what?
double double HH.
I don't think it's here. It's not here. We don't have it here on Deriv, whatever. Yeah, Deriv MetaTrader. There's no need for those stuff, sha. But those indicators there sometimes are to just make things easier for you. But I know my levels. We can find our levels from our plain eye. from how we were being taught on how to trade on structural trading of highs and lows. Okay, so this is the next level. This was a phase support level, okay, on lower time frame, in which price altered before it even altered this, that of 15 minutes. This one is that of 15 minutes. This one is that of, the first one that was being altered here is that of 1 minute and 5 minutes, which is the current time frame that we are on currently. All right, so what I normally do is I look for these structural key levels on the lower time frame, and I expect price, in worst case scenario, for price to retrace back to those areas. Okay, and some people or ICT people say to fill in imbalance and the rest, or take out liquidity, blah blah blah. But I just trade my market structure. I mark out that area. Okay, that's why you guys normally see some lines on my screen. Those lines are always there for a reason. uh what am I doing? Okay, I make it straight. So I'll now use my limit order on this area. That's when you see me using limit orders. Okay, that's it. These are the kind of levels that you see me using limit orders. I'll now key in my limit orders on this area in case price has to do what? Price has to retrace back and starts pushing to its actual direction. It actually works. I've done it. This is not the first time I'm doing it live with you guys. You guys saw it on the GDP USD trade that we took. That one we did it live, and we still sent signals to the general group. Most of you were all happy on the general group that day. So that's how we are able to redefine our entry after having a market execution kind of order. Okay, so sometimes I still pray for price to retrace. Even after making entry, I still pray sometimes for price to retrace back to my, because if it retraces back into this area now, I'll have a better entry, and I'll have a better stop loss too when price enters this kind of areas and push all the way to the actual direction in which I anticipated price to move towards. Let me take this out. So I don't know if you guys get the point. So that's us actually redefining this entry. Okay, so you can set your limit orders to, let me place a line there. You can set your limit orders to 1911. Okay, 1911. Yeah, sell limit order to 1911.74. Still maintaining same stop loss, guys. Don't miss your stop loss, very important. Still maintaining same stop loss and same take profits. This price does not even look like a
1911 what?
0.74. This price does not look like it wish to retrace back to our entry, but let's just observe to our limit order. And the good thing is, this signal we are having it at night, so it's more like a setup for gates. Just put your stop loss, go to bed if we're in Nigeria, or your time zone is same as ours, and wake up tomorrow to a potential take profit already smashed, and all joy. I'll do what? Yes.
Yeah, your order.
Yes. That's the work of the limit orders for people that are used to use limit orders. You don't know about limit orders or how to use them. Okay. So limit orders are just if you have done your pre-analysis. Let me just use that black line. If you have done your pre-analysis, okay, of price, you can just use your limit orders. like you may be somebody that is busy at work, anything, or the smart money guys. Okay, smart money guys don't do market execution. They always do limit orders, and it works for them. It works nice. It works for them. So the limit orders are always nice at times, but I prefer market execution because of my kind of strategy and how I trade. I prefer market execution orders. Then I redefine my entries to suit in retracement. So any question on what you have done, guys? What's happening? Any questions?
For me, no.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let me see what I. Sorry, what are you saying, Mr. Black?
We need the set up in a general group so that we can.
But you are here live. You are here live.
Yes. Not me.
Should I forward it to them, guys? Let me forward. I know most of you don't even take all this signal. Sometimes it feels like I'm wasting my time on the general group, but it's fine.
We took this trade.
There is a high impact news.
Coming.
7:30 tomorrow morning.
Okay. I don't even do what's it called? Those guys. Okay. Yeah, what news is that? CPI or what? What news?
What?
What news? What news? What high impact
High
news?
impact news on USD. Fed
Forex.
chairman Powell is to speak by 7:30,
Forex factory.
and then probably 1:30 in the afternoon. Unemployment claims.
Forex
Still on USD.
factory.
Hopefully the news
Yeah, if the news comes, okay.
push it.
I don't. Okay. Forex.
If you get all of this technical analysis right,
Right.
get it
It
right.
will certainly come your way.
This is always coming in. Yeah, this is always coming your way.
Like this one we did. Like this one we did. I think there were some news around that area. Here there was some news. It kept going our way. Here there was some news. Here there was some news. Although I took this loss here. Well, it took me out in my buys before I had to even start buying. So that's why it's always I prefer to make my entries off key levels. But if you make it in the middle of the train, like what happened to one of us, I don't know what the guy was even saying. And you either meet a trade late, or you have to enter the trade at the middle of, like, you see, that's why I keep saying these things over and over again. That's why I have my lines drawn on this chart. Okay, these lines are there for a reason, and if you observe how price has been moving all the way from those lines, you see, as far as you are trading the trend, it's very rare, okay, to know occurrence that price would always come back to those areas, because we trade off areas, strong areas of interest, okay, off key levels. I call them key levels. These areas are very strong, and it comes, and if you observe, they are always on, almost close to, or on my on the lines that I have there on my screen. Very rare cases that you see me taking entries on places that are not lines on my screen. Even though I do, if you ask me, I still have my reasons. They are still lower time frame or minor levels or lower time frame, and price could still go its actual direction towards the way we anticipated it. So that's one advantage of my own kind of strategy and how I take my trades. If news wants to come,
even if it's out of 3 trades, if you still get 2 right,
sure,
that's more than 80% win rate,
sure,
which is absolutely killing.
sure. Like you can see like what is happening on the VIP group. We lost what's it called AUD USD, but our crash smashed, our gold smashed. So it doesn't make you a bad trader. Losses are there. That's why you have to know how to manage risk. 2 days ago, we were all we sent like 3 or 4 trades out. All was smashed take profit. So sometimes,
I think so far this week now we've had like I posted like five trades. Only the AUD USD went back. The rest they've been absolutely
yeah.
perfect.
So
That's even more than not even 80%. It's more than like 85%.
if you guys are good with your risk management, or for people that are my mentees, that's why some of them you not even see them coming to this Zoom call.
It's better to calculate the risk management with the percentage, 5%
Yeah,
percentage,
yeah.